Howdy everyone, it's your buddy BP. It is March 9th, 2016, Wednesday morning, which means that it is Arms Day. I held on to my package last week for the Arminus-D, and I'm really curious to see if we get a nice roll this time. Every single PvP match I've been in, it's not complete unless someone's using that Doctrine of Passing, so... But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dig right on in and see what rolls he has. First up, let's look at that Arminus-D from last week. The first one has GB Iron and SD Thermal. Its perks include Army of One, Focus Fire, High Caliber Rounds, Speed Reload, and Rifled Barrel. The second one has GA Post and SD Thermal. Its perks include Crowd Control, Spray and Play, High Caliber Rounds, Hand Loaded, and Rifled Barrel. The third one has GB Iron and LD Watchdog. Its perks include Hot Swap, Glass Half Full, High Caliber Rounds, Fitted Stock, and Rifled Barrel. Once again, a very disappointing selection this time. In fact, there's hardly any difference between these rolls that he has this week and the ones he had last week. It's really, really disappointing. The answer is simple. I'm going to hold on to it till another week because these are some crappy rolls. I'm looking for counterbalance. I'm looking for something to control that recoil because it really needs recoil control with that rate of fire. So yep, I'm going to hold on to it for another week. Up next is the Herja-D Pulse Rifle, and since these are HAKKE pulse rifles, they fire an additional round in each burst. The first one has SC Hollow and SD Thermal. Its perks include Danger Close, Spray and Play, High Caliber Rounds, Fitted Stock, and Hand Laid Stock. The second one has GB Iron and LD Watchdog. Its perks include Crowd Control, Rangefinder, Snapshot, Fitted Stock, and Hand Laid Stock. The last one has GA Post and LD Watchdog. Its perks include Glass Half Full, Zen Moment, High Caliber Rounds, Fitted Stock, and Hand Laid Stock. All of these are decent choices, but if I had to choose, I would go for that middle one. They all seem to have hand laid stock to boost out the stability, or rather maximize it, which is pretty nice. Of course, it's using hand laid stock, so it'll be at the expense of range, but you will have rangefinder to help you compensate for that. And crowd control is pretty good, though I would say it's a bit more useful in, say, PvE than it is in PvP. But if I had to choose between these three, I would go with the second one. Up next is the Suros DIS-47 Scout Rifle. The first one has SLO-19, SPO-26, and SRO-37. Its perks include Oiled Frame, Fitted Stock, Hip Fire, Speed Reload, and Hand Laid Stock. The second one has SLO-19, SPO-28, and SRO-37. Its perks include Hammer Forged, Casket Mag, Rodeo, Speed Reload, and Reinforced Barrel. The third one has SLO-19, SPO-28, and SRO-37. Its perks include Oiled Frame, Perfect Balance, Outlaw, Snapshot, and Small Bore. None of these rolls particularly stand out to me. If I had to choose, I would say I would probably go with that third one. I kind of like the roll on it. Small bore plus you got Perfect Balance, that's pretty nice. And Outlaw is really nice. It's a huge increase to reload speed when you land precision kills with Outlaw. So it's pretty nice. And the, I guess the scope selection isn't too bad. So yeah, hollow sights. So you got a ranged scope. So nothing that seems like it really highlights enemies. That's kind of a shame. But other than that, yeah, I say it's alright. If you wanted to hold on to the package for another week and see if you could get something better next week, I wouldn't blame you. But yeah, if I had to choose between these three, I would go with the third one. Up next is the Suros JLB-42 rocket launcher. The first one deals void damage. It also has aggressive launch, smart drift control, and hard launch. Its perks include flared magwell, heavy payload, grenades and horseshoes, javelin, and lightweight. The second one also deals void damage. It has aggressive launch, linear compensator, and hard launch. Its perks include speed reload, single point sling, surplus, javelin, and quick draw. The final one also deals void damage. It has warhead verniers, soft launch, and hard launch. It includes flared magwell, heavy payload, vacuum, javelin, and Snapshot. The first two are okay. I would definitely avoid that third one. Vacuum is not a very useful ability. Surplus is useful in PvE for getting more rockets, plus it has Javelin, which will increase the velocity. I like the Suros JLB because it has a very large blast radius, which makes it easier to kill enemies. If you're looking for a PvP one, definitely consider the one with grenades and horseshoes. That would be the first one. It also has a heavy payload to even further increase that blast radius, and it also has Javelin for faster firing. Of course, if you also want to use hard launch for a faster velocity, that's pretty cool too. If you're playing as your Titan, you can run your Taikonaut and give this thing tracking, kind of turn it into a bit of a mini truth, I suppose. So yep, it even deals void damage just like a truth. So yeah, if you're looking for a PvE launcher, get the second one with Surplus. If you're looking for a PvP launcher, get the first one with grenades and horseshoes. Just avoid the one with vacuum. Up next is the Suros JLB-47 rocket launcher. The first one deals void damage. It has warhead verniers, soft launch, and hard launch. Its perks include speed reload, heavy payload, surplus, javelin, and lightweight. The second one deals solar damage. It has warhead verniers, smart drift control, and hard launch. Its perks include flared magwell, single point sling, vacuum, perfect balance, and quick draw. The third one deals void damage. It has warhead verniers, soft launch, and hard launch. Its perks include flared magwell, heavy payload, vacuum, javelin, and snapshot. Once again, the roll's not too impressive. That first one is good for PvE because it has surplus, which is always nice, but surplus is useless in PvP. And as far as PvP is concerned, I wouldn't use either of these other two rocket launchers. So yeah, if you're looking for a PvE rocket launcher, get that first one. You can just ignore the other two. Lastly, we have the Aoife Rua-D sniper rifle. You think there are enough vowels in that name? The first one has arc damage. Its scopes include the ATA Scout and the ATD Raptor. Its perks include Unflinching, Zen Moment, Perfect Balance, Snapshot, and Braced Frame. The second one deals solar damage. It has ATA Scout and ATD Raptor. Its perks include Counterbalance, Partial Refund, Perfect Balance, Snapshot, and Braced Frame. The final one deals void damage. It has ATA Scout and ATD Raptor. Its perks include Unflinching, Zen Moment, Perfect Balance, Snapshot, and Braced Frame. Some very curious looking rolls. There's not much difference between the first one and the third one, except of course the types of damage that they deal. Yeah, not really much of a difference at all. I think they even have the same scopes too. It's just the first one deals arc and the other one deals void. So if that's something you're concerned about, take that into account when you choose. Just notice that they all have braced frame, which will give you a big stability boost, but it will lower the magazine size, likely down to 3. So you may want to consider perfect balance instead, which is fine because you'll have Zen Moment covering you. And of course there's Unflinching, which is really, really useful on a sniper rifle. So yeah, I would say either the first or the third one if you're looking for a PvP sniper rifle. I say both of those are fine. Next week's orders will include the Suros DIS-47 Scout Rifle, the OMOLON UFFERN HC4 Hand Cannon, the HAKKE STRONGBOW-D Shotgun, the HAKKE Aoife Rua-D Sniper Rifle, and the OMOLON UZUME RR4 Sniper Rifle. And that just about does it for this video. I was going to turn in my True Meaning of War bounty for my hunter for the video, but unfortunately I needed one more bounty to complete, and it involved me having to win a match of Clash, and I just can't find a team that can win. It's so excruciating. Oh man, really, I was playing like one more match of Clash right before I sat down to do this video. I was like, come on, I want to get it done. Because last week when I finished that True Meaning of War bounty, I got both a 310 Graviton forfeit and I got a 310 Tycho knot, which is pretty nice. I also got a bunch of strange coins, so yeah, a lot of people, I think, forget about those True Meaning of War bounties. You can get some really good stuff out of that. Definitely pick up those bounties each week. But yeah, that just about does it. What are your thoughts about the rolls we have this week? Let me know in the comment section. Also, don't forget to spank that like button if you enjoyed the video or you found it helpful in any way. Your support means a lot to me. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.